Roger with Franken Frames. Today we're going to go over the technique to install a panel with a lifter in a floater frame so that you can take a very thin 1/8 inch panel, 1/4 inch panel, whatever thickness you have, and give you a canvas style presentation in a floater frame. This is the 2008 one floater frame. It has a rabbet depth of 1 5/8 inch. It's typically made for 1.5 inch canvas, but today I have already installed stretcher bars. That's how we make our lifters. We can rip them to any thickness you need to accommodate any thickness of panel you have, and we go ahead and install it for you. So it's already installed and done. So when you receive your frame, it will arrive like this. This will be your artwork. So basically, I like to use GE Silicone Roman numeral 2 kitchen and bath clear. It's mildew resistant, it's mold resistant, and it's got good adhesion. You can also use velcro, which I will go over with in a minute, to attach the panels, or you can use glue. Glue is going to be permanent, silicone is going to be less permanent, and then velcro is going to be the least permanent. So basically, what you're going to want to do is you're going to receive this in like this. You can go ahead and try it first. We typically want a slight recess from the frame face to the face of the panel. And as you can see, it lines up perfectly. You have your float space. So you really can't tell if you've got a canvas or panel in there, but this is a very popular technique in framing now. So you're going to remove the artwork, and there's three ways you can do this. You can do a 1/4 size drop, and you want to go relatively thick. And you can do, on this size, it's a 10 by 10. I would suggest, 2 drops per side. And, or you can do a bead. The bead is going to be more permanent in that there's no space in between to get a hacksaw blade to cut these loose if you ever want to remove the panel from this particular lifter and change how you frame it. And then glue, of course. You can glue it, which is going to be totally permanent, which you can use wood glue. This happens to be tacky glue. You can use E6000. You can use Gorilla Glue as long as it's not the expandable Gorilla Glue. So you can do the drops, you can do the bead, or you can do the glue, and last but not least, you can take Velcro. Heavy-duty industrial Velcro comes in long rolls like this, and you're just going to simply cut it with a pair of scissors. I've also found that if you don't want to cut this Velcro like this, you can use command strips that are already cut to size. They're a little bit more expensive, and last but not least on the Velcro, you have to use a significant amount of Velcro for the panel to hold. And then what I would also suggest is still use some kind of glue under the Velcro strips, because the adhesive alone over time will probably give up eventually. So you're going to take and line this up here. I would put some kind of glue, E6000, Gorilla Glue, not a lot. Peel the backing off of your Velcro and stick that on with the glue. For example, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue on here just to kind of show you it's not going to take a whole lot. But what this does is this ensures that this is going to stay stuck for a long time. So if you just put a small amount, that glue and the adhesion is going to work great. Then you take the other side and attach it in the same position on your panel. And again, you're going to have to glue it and use the adhesion and the Velcro, I'm sorry. And once you line those up, the Velcro locks in place. And if you ever want to change artwork out during shows, you can have multiple 6x6s, 10x10s, 8x8s. If they like this frame better than that frame, they can switch over the frames. Simple as that. Now, when you press this down into place, You're just going to drop it on the silicone, the velcro, or whatever. You're going to center it up, and then you can lightly press down to where you get it to the exact height you want it in the frame. And typically, if you use the drop method, if you leave a little space and don't press hard all the way down, you can take a hacksaw blade with no handle and slide between the lifter and the panel and just cut through those drops of silicone. When you get them apart, peel the silicone back off, and you'll be right back to the original lifter, frame, and panel all separate. The Velcro speaks for itself. The glue, once you press it down, it's going to be locked in. If you do the bead silicone, it is going to be, there's no way to get anything in there, so it's going to be very hard to separate that. So as you can see, it makes a nice presentation. It's already the point where it won't even move. You want to let the silicone sit at least 4 to 5 hours. I typically recommend to sit them overnight. Once they sit overnight, you can pop them up, you can install your hanging hardware, and then you have a canvas style presentation with a lifter and your panel artwork in a floater frame. Wonderful technique. You don't lose any of the art edge, and very popular right now. So thanks for watching how to install a panel in a floater frame with a lifter. We provide the lifter. You can get your own lifters and make them yourself, but you can use silicone, glue, Velcro, and have a wonderful presentation for your artwork. Be watching for more instructional videos from Franken Frames. Thank you.